in this game, I end up finding my favourite reload shotgun. Or should I say my new favourite shotgun in reload. But yeah, we're going to play a guessing game, guys. Because I find this shotgun later in this game. But you guys have got to play a game with me, yes? You've got to watch this bit of the last stream I'm at now. And right now, like, comment down below which shotgun you think I find. But yeah, I'm not going to say which one it is, obviously. But you'll see which one I find later on. Spoiler alert, though, it's not the tactical shotgun. Even though I do love the tactical shotgun. But, yeah. You'll see later on which shotgun I find, guys. And this shotgun is so OP. I would literally want to win with it every single game. But, yeah. Yeah, that's the only clue, guys. That it's not the tactical shotgun. But this shotgun is something like... I don't know how many people use it nowadays. Other than in Reload and Creative, but still. So try setting the camera up so you can see you and the game. Maybe get a face cam. Yeah, that would be a good idea actually. But I think my auntie or uncle or someone like that would have to pay for it because let's just say I'm not that good with money. Other than if I go shops, I have to go with my auntie or uncle, whatever, for assistance. But yeah, like getting in any like money-wise things. Best idea is like me auntie or someone getting it for me. But yeah, thank you for the comment. That is a really good idea. By the way, guys, I've got to ask you something. You guys something. What is your favourite shotgun in Fortnite Reload or shotguns? But yeah, I thought that would have played, but the play is actually here. Also, guys, feel free to ask me some questions about Fortnite Reload, about how many games I've been in it and that. But yeah. And earlier I won a game with this shotgun today as well. But they replay wouldn't said because of how much storage I've used on replays. But whatever. Hello guys who are watching. But yeah. Welcome to the live stream, ladies and gentlemen. Just a load of loot up there. That he's left, I think, from killing a player. Something like that. But yeah. So I keep opening chests to try and find a load of rare loot. Or maybe even like some dev chest or something like that. But ARs. If you guys were to ever ask me what my favourite, like, 4 or 5 ARs, I'm going to go with 4. I'd say first would, like, be the Overclocked Pulse Rifle. Then it would be Meowscles. In fact, no. Overclocked Pulse Rifle. Foundation's MK7 Assault Rifle. Meowscles PRPR Rifle. And it's between Sloan's Strike Burst and Sloan's Normal Burst. I'd say the Strike Burst because I know the other one's quicker and does more damage. I think the Strike one does only like 36 and the other one does 39. But one's called Sloan's Burst Assault Rifle, which shoots 21 bullets for 39 damage, and the other one's Sloan's Strike Burst, which is 26 magazine size. So it shoots 26 bullets before having to reload. But yeah, I think I like that one more, even though the other one's faster, but still. But yeah, if there could be a fifth, a 5, or maybe even 6, I'd go for Ocean's Burst and Sloan's Burst. If it didn't come down to burst, I'd say the Hammer AR. Either that or it's either the Hammer AR or the Combat AR. It's one of them. But yeah, so I'll melt this guy a little bit. But you guys may be wondering, non-mythic ARs. Yeah, ARs that can be mythic in reload. In fact, no. If there was 7 on that AR list, Sky's AR would definitely be in it. But forget the normal AR, then mythic ARs. Let's move on to the normal ones that also have a mythic. First I picked the Strike Burst Combat AR. Then Heavy AR. Then the Flapjack Rifle at times. Not all the time, but sometimes I can deal with that as a gun. I loved it when it was first added, but yeah. I don't know if it got nerfed or anything like that, but whatever. If it did, don't really bother me. It's still a good gun. You're still playing with having a weapon in your inventory or whatever. So wherever I am respawned, and I get a nice beautiful llama as soon as I land. And then a supply drop. In fact no, first I open the chest. And then a supply drop. But last weapon thing I'd count as for favourite weapons would be SMGs. Rapid fire SMG. Combat SMG, which I absolutely love. Stinger SMG, which was in reload but now isn't, other than Gunner's one. Gunner's Stinger SMG, the mythic obviously. But yeah, that's my list of SMGs, other than Thorn Scoped Burst SMG. But that's one you've got to be in the mood for. Mythics, you've got to be in the mood for. I'd pick even the best of mythics, Kick Charge Shotgun. I'd use that as a gun I'd want to be in the mood to use. And trust me, with Fortnite weapons, I'm not always in the mood to use them. So like Ranger ARs, I've been getting a lot better with them though, especially the gold one. Funnily enough, the Ranger AR was where I got like 10 or 12 kills in a row against bots. Something like that. And also with Ranger ARs, with the purple one, I killed some player that had the Foundations MK7, so I was pretty impressed. But yeah, I used to like the Ranger AR, but it's definitely gone down a bit in like my rating of it. Because I heard YouTubers saying that it's the most awful AR. I originally didn't believe it, but since all the times I've had to like respawn and reload, I'm like, yeah, this thing's a trash bin. It goes in the garbage or rubbish bin if you're in England. And I'm in England, so I should be calling it the rubbish, so yeah. Just shows how many American YouTubers I watch. But yeah, top 7 situation right here. Anyway, I'm going over to the player here. And yeah, I ended up killing him. And look at all that loot. And here's my favourite shotgun. And a gold rapid fire SMG. And you may be wondering what that shotgun was. It's nothing more than the Heisted Accelerant shotgun. Which is the exotic Mavinator shotgun. 98 damage. But quite a lot to the head, like 150 or something like that, I think. But yeah, each time you hit players, what's called Accelerant is, it's automatic and quick anyway, but each time you hit a player, it gets quick like Surge 5 SMG or something like that. So it's like a target weapon. If you hit it, it goes faster. If you miss, it stays at the speed it is. Or the speed that, oh, you know what I mean. But look how beautiful this thing is. Its magazine size, by the way, is 6. But yeah, look how beautiful that thing looks on the ground, just glowing. And it's glorious. The look of holy Fortnite. Like, jackpot. But if you was on about Fortnite, like pistol wise, you'd be saying what are my top 2 favourite pistols, and if they would fight against each other, which one would win. If I could pick 2, I'd say the Ranger pistol and the tactical pistol. What them 2 have in common is, yeah, the format of Ranger is Ranger AR, Ranger shotgun, and the Ranger pistol. The format of tactical is tactical AR, tactical shotgun, tactical SMG, tactical DMR, and tactical pistol. Unless I said that at the start or whatever. But yeah, if I could pick one out of them 2, my favourite pistol of all time used to be the tactical pistol, but I'd say the Ranger pistol, because the amount of times I used that thing in Chapter 5 Season 4, out of most seasons, Chapter 5 Season 4, that thing was OP. Like, I'd beat people that had mythics with that, I think. But yeah, top 3. But yeah, lazy lapse finish, kind of. But yeah, I get shot here, so I build up into the air. Yeah, look how high I'm building. Talking about grapplers, my favourite thing to do with it is really dangerous. Like from the top of this building, I'd jump off and then grapple before I touch the floor, but only just like a metre away from death. And if I'd done that, it'd save me, and like I'd take no fall damage. It would deflect fall damage, and it's pretty OP. I'm not gonna lie. I absolutely love it. And the other thing is shoot it and then switch weapons. So when you like shoot the grappler, you switch weapon and it just takes you without holding the grappler in your hand, which looks pretty satisfying. But yeah, that would be excellent shotgun being shot. But 1v1, I go in the storm for matching. I had barely any. We only had about 50 wood and brick. I forgot to pick up the metal. Look at this nice base here for me. Mate, when you talk about a base, I couldn't stay in it very long, I'm afraid. But yeah, he got absolutely melted. And not only that, I forgot to tell you, the heisted weapons, like this one, for example, you get like heisted like speed boost, where it moves you quicker and gives you ear like steamed up ears. But yeah, here I am being crowned as victorious. But yeah, just admire, by the way, this base I did with like the beautiful porta bunkers. Well, not that, porta covers. Look at that. I like the look of that. Like, to defend bullets, they could have hit me through that one, but still, I could have crouched and everything. But the amount of mats, there was still brick left over, by the way, and the metal, obviously. There was even minis and a grapple there. What's down here, though? Oh, a purple strike burst. Purple tack. Grappler. Purple rapid fire. Minis. Like, the loot. It's just insane. Like, absolutely insane. Yeah, look at the ring as well. There's barely even one there. Look how tiny the ring is here. Wait, what was his POV of this? Two shots. I don't know if the first one missed or whatever, but still, this mythic, in fact no, it's not a mythic, it's an exotic, but this thing is absolutely insane, and I can't thank it enough, because look how much health I've got and everything. But yeah, 38 shield, 46 health, and of course my first place victory royale. But yeah, I was happy to get a win with that thing twice, especially in one day. But yeah, guys, also it was a crowned win, I think. So yeah, look at the circle and everything. But yeah, I'll see you all in my next live stream video, YouTube short, whatever. Peace. out. Hope you